I've made a list of 25 things I'm leaving behind in 2025 and not bringing forward into 2026. You're going to love the last one. Don't forget to comment below to tell me which one was your favorite. Hey folks, it's Kimberly and I'm so excited that it is 2026. You know what I'm more excited about? That it is no longer 2025 because 2025 was so last year. And I have 25 things I wanted to share with you that I'm going to leave behind in 2025. And I invite you to do the same so that you can step into a year that feels aligned and energized, playful, prosperous, and you know what? Fun, because that's what it's all about. Ready? Okay, let's go. So number one thing to leave behind in 2025 is perfection pressure. Perfection pressure that we feel either because we're putting pressure on ourselves or because other people are putting pressure on us to be perfect. Perfect is totally an illusion, and really done is better than perfect. That is my motto, and I hope you guys will take that on as well. If you don't try, if you don't get out there, even when you fail, failure is iterative. We got to make sure that we're doing instead of just thinking about doing or procrastinating. So if it's not fun, it's not worth doing, but perfection is the fastest way to suck all the joy and energy out of anything. So perfection pressure, that's number one thing I'm leaving behind in 2025. All right, number two, I hear this all the time and I say it for myself as well. It's sort of the I should already be further along syndrome, right? I already should be here. I should be doing better. I'm pretty sure that other people are doing better than me and I should be further along, right? Nope, you're right on time. I am very excited about my 2026 and I'm starting from where I am. And that's awesome. And you are as well. Don't lose momentum, move forward because I should be further along. I'm leaving that behind in 2025. I don't need that in my 2026 life. All right. Number three, that I'm leaving three things out of 25 that I'm leaving behind in 2025. Number three, overcomplicating and overthinking everything. So I have a shirt that says, hold on, let me overthink that. Maybe some of you do too. Overcomplicating and overthinking things is a great way to stop your business from being super successful. So really take care of learning simple strategies, simple structures, simple steps. If you can make everything simple and scalable, then you can keep doing it. As soon as it's overcomplicated, we don't know where to start. We don't know what to do. We don't know what next step to take. So no more overcomplicating things. Overcomplicating was so 2025. We're in 2026 now. It's going to be amazing. All right. Number four, doing it all myself, right? 2025, I did a lot of things that I was launching all by myself, but I started to really embrace working with other folks as well. I don't need to be a superhuman solo machine. I love my team and I love that they support me, but also if you don't have a team, no problem. You can have partners. Other people that are helping your community get what they need. Every week at Speakers Playhouse, I work with one of my joint venture partners to give away a drop, right? A program that my folks need. I don't have the time to teach all of those programs, but other people have expertise. So I'm going to leverage that. I don't need to be doing it all myself. That was so 2025. If you guys are doing that, step into 2026. Do not try to do all of it yourself. You need support, team, collaboration, and fun. Did I say fun? Awesome. Number five thing that we're going to do to leave it all behind, saying yes when we really should say no or really mean no. I am very much a heck yes kind of person. I definitely would love to do like lots of stuff and lots of collaborations. But when I think about something and I'm like, ooh, that sounds complicated. That sounds hard. That sounds like it's not going to be fun long term. That is when I shouldn't be saying yes because I really mean no. So if you've been doing that, maybe you would like to leave number five, saying yes when you really mean no back in 2025 because it's 2026 and it's going to be amazing. Number six, saying no when I actually mean yes. Whether you are launching a new program, whether you are taking a trip, your soul's desire, what you are intending to do in this world, that counts. That's super important. So definitely when you say no to something, and you actually think back, like, I really did want to do that. I'm sorry that I said no to that. I will tell you one quick one. My mom years ago invited me to go to New Zealand with her and her husband. And I was like, oh, I can't make the time, the kids, the soccer practices, the different things. And I was like, nah, I'm going to have to miss it. And it was an incredible trip. She sent me pictures and I was like, why didn't I take the time to do it? Take the trip and do the thing. So if you are saying no when you actually want to say yes, to enjoying the program, enjoying the process, saying yes to clients. If you are ready to do that, no more saying no if that's not what you want to do when you really want to say yes. You're going to leave that behind in 2025. Hope you do that with me. All right, next is number 7. This was actually from another one that I did, and I totally love this one. It is food that is not delicious. All right, I'm leaving that behind in 2025. If I'm going to eat, it's going to be something absolutely spectacular. Do you ever find yourself eating something and then you just finish it off because there's some left on the plate or in the bag or wherever? And you're like, it's not all that great, but maybe if I eat more of it, it'll taste better. Yeah, no, we're not doing that anymore. So I'm only eating food that is delicious. If it doesn't delight you, it doesn't belong on your plate, right? I mean, I know we all have to eat our veggies, but hopefully you can make the veggies delicious and make sure that you are leaving behind 2025 just eating for the sake of eating if you're not really enjoying it. Why do that? Number 8. Screens in bed or after 9 p.m. That is a real challenge for me. After a long day, I love being able to put my feet up and put on some sort of Netflix that I'm, binge watching or something like that. But after a time, we've been on screens all day. There's no reason to be on them before we go to bed. Our nervous system deserves better, right? Our melatonin wants us to be able to shut off those screens, all right? So maybe doing other things and having conversations or enjoying other things in bed after 9 p.m., but not screens. That's going to be something that I'm going to work on. Check with me at the end of 2026 to see if it worked. I don't know. Maybe it will. How about self-doubt? Number 9 is self-doubt that creeps in at 2 a.m. or even 9 p.m. or even like right in the middle of the day when you're like, wow, I just don't think I'm good enough. I don't think I'm ready yet. I don't think other people will see value in that. That self-doubt is shutting down your ability to create something magic for the people in the world that need your magic. So self-doubt, I'm going to try to leave that behind in 2025. That was so last year. I'm ready to move into 2026. No self-doubt. Check with me at the end of the year. Let's see if that works. Number 10 is procrastinating on the thing you know will change everything. Now, there are things that I'm procrastinating on right now. Ask my dear friends. They're like, yeah, you said you were going to do that last year. And I'm like, yeah, I just don't know if it's a fit for me. All right. Procrastinating on the thing that I know will change everything. That has been a problem for me. All right. But I do all the other things. And so I justify it that way. But is there one thing that really will make a difference in your business, in your life, whether it's recording a video or launching a summit or launching the program or opening the cart? Our future clients are waiting for us to solve their problems. And if we are procrastinating on the one thing that we know will change everything, that's a problem. So let's leave that behind in 2025 and move forward into 2026. No more procrastination. We're not going to do that. All right, number 11, clutter. Physical, mental, digital, emotional. If it doesn't really spark joy in your life or spark revenue or do something good for you, maybe spark clarity, we're going to leave that behind because cluttering up our lives with things and stuff. Some of you may know in 2020, I actually left my 6-bedroom house, rented it out, sold every stick of furniture, got rid of everything, and drove away with 2 suitcases and just started traveling full time. And actually 2 suitcases and my laptop bag. Have to have that, right? So yeah, so getting rid of the clutter of the things that are holding us back. Now, you don't have to do all of that, but if there is clutter on your desk when you go to work, if there is clutter in mentally that you're struggling with all kinds of different stuff feeding you, maybe we need to let that go. If there's digital clutter, like all that email, see if you can get to the place where I did this year several times, where actually you get a notice from your email provider that says there are no messages in this account. Right? See if you can clear out all that digital clutter. That would be a great goal. Let's leave clutter behind in 2025. That was so 2025. We're ready to move to 2026. All right, number 12, multitasking. Multitasking is not a thing. It's not real. You do not need to do everything at the same time. I keep telling myself that. Multitasking is not a thing. So we're going to leave that behind in 2025 and 2026. We're going to focus on what we're focused on and be in the now with the thing that we're working on, right? Multitasking is just like, I'm so guilty of multitasking. And so I need to leave that behind in 2025. I hope you will pledge to do it as well, or at least try, at least say you're going to, right? And 2026, we can go without multitasking. Just focus on the thing in front of us. It'd be totally awesome. All right, number 13, busyness, masquerading as business. Keeping busy is not the same as running a business, right? So color coding your files, I always say, or reorganizing your inbox, or saying, I'm going to get to that. Let me just pile it all up and then I'll get to it. No, get to the thing and move it forward, making sure that you're not just being busy all day, because a lot of entrepreneurs do masquerade that way. The worst one for me that I actually just accuse people of all the time is Canva. I went into Canva one day to fix something. I just needed to change a date and move like a little thing around. 2 hours later, I came up for air. 2 hours later, I was like, where did the time go? That was busyness, not business. It did not make a difference. It did not move the needle in my business. If I had not changed that information, or if I'd had somebody else do it, or if I just crossed it out and explained that this was the correct information, would have been way better use of my time, right? Move the needle instead of the paper clips. All right, get rid of those paper clips. Get rid of the paper entirely. All right, number 14, naysayers. Naysayers, when people are like not supporting you, if you are giving them airtime in your life, if they have not earned the right to be able to share their opinion of what you're doing and how you're going to create something even more amazing, if they're constantly in your ear, can you do it? Do you think it's real? Are you really spending the right amount of time on this? Is this something that's really going to pay off in the future? The naysayers, they got to go. No more giving them airtime in my world. So if you've got naysayers in your life, I encourage you to be like, that was 2025. We're in 2026. No more naysayers for me. All right. No more airtime to those people who tell you it can't be done, or like just telling you like you're not good enough or any of that. We don't need any more of that in our life. So those naysayers, 2025, not 2026. All right, number 15, playing small because you don't want to make people feel uncomfortable. Yes, right? There are a lot of people in my world that do this, and I do it as well. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to launch that big program. You know, people will be like, oh, I would love to join Kimberly's program, but I can't afford it. I don't have time. I don't blah, 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 whatever it is. And then it keeps me playing small because I just don't want to make people uncomfortable and make them feel like they should when they shouldn't. My expansion is not a threat. It's an invitation to people. Come play with me if you like. But if you don't like, that's totally fine. I get it. Maybe next time is better for you. But playing small, we're not doing that anymore. We're going to play big because we're up to big things and people need us to actually step up and shine. All right. Number 16, undercharging for main programs, undercharging for our brilliance. All right, 2026 is the year we're going to price according to value, not fear, right? Now, I am all about free stuff. I have a free YouTube channel. Hi, YouTube folks. I have a free event that happens every week called Speakers Playhouse. I've got all kinds of free gifts that are out there, and that all is already in motion and already happening, and it's not taking away from the other larger programs that I have. So 2026 is the year that I charge according to the value that I give, not the fear that nobody will buy it or what am I going to do if. No, that is all 2025. We're going to just move into 2026 and not undercharge for our large programs. All right, number 17, waiting until we feel ready. All right, I hear this all the time. I'm not ready yet. I'm not going to launch yet. I'm not going to get on stage yet. I don't feel ready. Here's a spoiler alert, ladies and gentlemen. You'll never feel ready. Take the mic anyway. Launch the program anyway. Once you launch it, then you can perfect it. Then you can improve it. Then you can be iterative with it. The first 6-week program I ever launched, I was like, well, it's a 6-week program and I don't know what I'm teaching on week 4 in the afternoon. And my mentor was like, are you kidding me with this? Launch the program. On day 1, put up a whiteboard and be like, okay, what do you guys want to learn? I was like, oh my God, I don't even want to do that. Like, I have to make sure that I'm teaching from my brilliance, right? And he was like, no, just do this. And I did a whiteboard and I'm writing down stuff. And I was like, wow, I know how to do that. But I thought everybody knew how to do that. I didn't even plan to teach half the stuff they came up with. It was super awesome. It was totally great. So never wait until you feel ready. Just launch and take the mic and step up onto the platform and do the thing. All right. So no more waiting to when we feel ready, because we're not going to feel ready. We're just going to feel uncomfortable and then we're going to launch anyway and then we're going to perfect it. All right. That's number 17. Number 18, comparisonitis. Is that a word? Comparisonitis. We are incomparable. Nobody can compare with us. Nobody can compare with you. You are your own manifestation of how you show up in this world. It's all based on how we grew up, what our background is, what we've done, what we haven't done, what we said yes to, what we said no to. And we don't need to be comparing ourselves with other people, right? I am where I am and I am successful in what I have done so far. And there is more to come. And, you know, if we're not on the same page or even the same chapter as somebody else, that's totally cool. So I'm going to stop acting like I am. Comparisonitis 2025. 2026, welcome, no comparisonitis. All right, number 19, we're almost there, guys. Trying to convince people into our programs and our stuff that aren't a match. All right, first of all, convincing people, not our job. Our job is to share what we have. Our job is to invite people in. It's our job to bless them and release them if they are not right. My aligned people are already looking for me, and they're going to step into my program, and they're going to show up. And ideally, they're going to adore me, and they're going to be like, that was awesome. I have been looking for you. You are the solution. I'm super glad that we met. You have been so helpful. Those are the people that I want to work with, rather than trying to convince people who are not a match. So that is so 2025. I'm not doing that anymore. 2026, I'm not trying to convince people who aren't a match. All right, number 20. Overthinking every decision, make the choice, trust the choice, and then just move forward. No more overthinking, making sure that we are doing the doing and then just trying it and then making it iterative. Number 21, this one's about health and about gut feel. All right. Ignoring your wisdom, ignoring your body's wisdom. All right. Your energy is based on how you feed it, what you give it in the morning, what you do as far as exercise, fueling your energy, and your habits also fuel you, right? If you have habits that are rewarding your body and making sure that you're doing the right things for them, that is really powerful. So your wellness is part of your wealth. We definitely want to make sure that we are treating our bodies well, because it's the only one we're going to have. All right. So no more ignoring our body's wisdom. If our body wants something and needs something, to care for it, to make it better. I'm not saying like it wants a bag of chips at the end of the day. Of course it does. But the wisdom is maybe don't do that. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. All right. Number 22. How about the I'll start on Monday energy, right? Like, oh, I don't need to do that. It's Thursday already. Maybe I'll do that on Friday or Saturday, or maybe I'll do that Monday, or maybe next year, 2027. We want to be sure that that whole I'll start later energy is gone. Start now. The future you will thank you. The future you will thank you. And then you'll be surprised if you look back and be like, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that I could do that much. I just thought I would be able to do this much. And it turned out I did all these other things. And sure, 2 or 3% of the things that I said I was going to do, I didn't do. But all these other things I made happen because I did not wait to start on Monday, right? All right, number 23, playing the lone wolf in business, pretending that we're all alone. Now, I do this myself, but I am not. I have an amazing team, and that's awesome. But I do sometimes feel like I'm holding up the entire business, right? And that I'm the one holding the center of the big top, right? I'm holding the center stage over the big ring, and there's 3 rings. And is this analogy getting away from me a little bit? But I feel like I'm holding up the tent sometimes, but I'm not. I need to be sure that I don't try to fix everything, that I rely on my affiliates, my partners, my team to be able to help me grow fast and have fun along the way. So no more, I'll just jump in and do it myself. I'm going to let the team do it. I'm going to let my partners serve my community. I'm going to let affiliates take over and help me promote my programs, products, and services, so I don't feel like I'm the only one lifting it up, right? So that's number 23, playing the lone wolf in business. That is, I'm leaving behind in 2025, 2026. No more of that. All right, number 24. We're almost there, guys. Shrinking my dreams to match others' comfort levels. No, I don't want to do that anymore. If it lights me up, it belongs in my life. My vision creates my reality, right? If I can imagine it, I can get it. And I don't need to shrink my dreams because other people are like, do you think you can do all that? Do you think that's even really possible? Yes, I think it's possible to leave the house that you were in for 20 years in August 20th of 2020 during COVID and starting to travel full time. Boy, other people were super uncomfortable about that. And then I was like, yeah, I'm not going to shrink my dreams to match others' comfort levels. I'm still doing that in several areas, but I need to stop doing that. So all that's being left behind in 2025 and 2026. No more shrinking. No more just being like, okay, I guess we could just do this. I would like to do the big things. All right. And number 25, forgetting that life is supposed to be fun. We were brought here to have fun, and it's all about fun, right? If we feel that we're having fun, it is the universe, it is God, it is Jesus, it is Buddha telling you, you are on the right path because you are lit up. There's a great saying that says, do not ask what this world needs you to do. Ask what lights you up, because what this world needs is more people that are lit up. And I love that so much. It's so true. So joy is my strategy. Fun is my life motto. Play is how I get there. This is my business plan. I want to make sure that it is joyful, happy, loving, and I get to play with people who want to play with me. So there you have it. 25 things to leave behind in 2025, because 2025, it was so last year. And 2026, it's a whole new year with my friends, and I cannot wait to step into it with you. I hope you got something out of this. Let me know in the comments which of the 25 things you're going to leave behind in 2025 and which one really spoke to you. And if there's some that you're leaving behind in 2025 that I didn't mention, let me know what I left out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Kimberly Crowe. I hope that you come join me in all of our activities. If you are trying to get on stages in 2026, I would love for you to come play with us. We have an amazing event called Speakers Playhouse that's free. It's every week. You just go to speakersplayhouse.com and come play with us and find the stages that you need to get on at the end of the year and all through 2026. So if you are with me, put some notes in the chat. Let me know what you thought of this particular list of 25 things that you can leave behind in 2025. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Kimberly Crowe. We'll see you next time. Cheers.